Hey, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Jamar4 here once again. Now again, we was trying this thing with something new, and the inspiration for this idea for this video came from Blasphemous HD. I'm a big fan of his channel. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to him. He does a lot of gaming and reaction videos, and he started off a video about reacting to 14 horror stories that are animated. Okay, so apparently these are just stories that somebody went and made a cartoon out of, and some of these things were creepy as hell. So I'm gonna pick up where BHD left off, and we're gonna watch what some of these horror stories look like, and we're gonna give some commentary. All right, let go.
This story is from the point of view of a 16-year-old girl. I used to have a boy living next door to me that was obsessed with me. His name was Joey. Every time I would go outside, Joey would come outside as well, as if he were watching me through his windows, waiting for me. He was 17 and very weird, and he didn't seem to have any friends, as he was always home. I tried to give every sign possible that I didn't like this guy, but he wouldn't get the message. So I had to finally just tell him one day that I don't like him and to leave me alone. The look on his face that day is something that won't leave me. It was the kind of angry look a toddler gives their parents when they can't have a toy. Coming from a 17-year-old, that's much more disturbing.
Okay, sir, already we on that bullshit because y'all know when people don't want to take the hint, and then they're gonna try to make you out to be the bad guy because I don't want to be with you. Well, ain't it my fault? Shoot, you out here creeping and stalking me all hours of the night? I don't think so. That if you don't look at me, at least say hi, something. Sheesh, sitting over there looking at me through your curtain and shit. That's not cute. What you mean?
One night, my parents left me to watch the house. I was working on a school project when I felt my bed shift a little bit. I looked under my bed.
Oh,
I
bitch.
screamed as I saw Joey laying under my bed. I ran away while he tried to crawl out from under my bed. I ran to his house and rang the bell at least 10 times, telling his parents about it when they opened the door. Joey never came out of my house, so I called the police. His parents begged me not to, but I ignored them. The police found him still in my room and arrested him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait. The way that this dude just appeared in front of my listen. When you enter my house unexpectedly, I have all rights under the law to kill you. Okay, especially after I've told you to leave me alone. It's going down. I mean, he didn't look dangerous. I'd just be ready to fight. I'm like, okay, I'm not about to go to his house. I'm going to the kitchen, get me a nice knife or wherever concealed weapon I may have in the house. I know your daddy probably got something in the house to use. Baby, I'm telling you, there's an intruder, and I'm about to handle that. And his parents are sitting there telling me, don't call the police. What you mean? Your son just broke into my house. What you think I'm about to do? Sit around the campfire and sing Kumbaya? Hell no. Shit. Woo. This boy crazy. See, girls, take notes. Don't let these guys do this crazy mess. This guys can be crazy too. We hear a lot about girls being crazy. Guys be just as crazy.
Apparently, he admitted this wasn't the first time he had hid under my bed. They also
Oh, bitch, this is not his first time. Change all the locks. Change all the locks.
found pictures of me scattered across his room. The most disturbing one was of me sleeping, and it was taken from inside my room.
Bitch. All right, next story.
Working the night shift always sucked. I work in an office building and would constantly do the night shifts since it was the only time it would work out for me. I was just about always the only person on the floor I worked on, possibly in the whole building. There would always be a kind of eerie feeling to being in such a big building with most of the lights out and absolutely no one around. But on the upside, it was peaceful and less stressful, and I was able to get a lot of work done. There was this one night though. It was a Friday night, around 2 in the morning. I was typing away on my keyboard when I heard a noise from outside my cubicle. It sounded like just a random crack from the walls or something. It's unusual in this building, but I didn't get too concerned about it. I resumed typing away and was once again interrupted by a sound. This time, the sound of a computer starting up. It caught me off guard. I was sure nobody else was working the night shift.
Bitch, nope. This is where I pack my shit and leave. And no. This is where you get your shit up and go. I'm not about to stick around and try to find out what this is. No thanks. No thanks.
I stood up on my chair to get a view over the cubicle walls. The glare of a computer screen in the dark was visible in a cubicle on the opposite side of the room. Then I did something stupid, something I regret.
I bet.
I asked if there was anybody there in a yell, hoping to get an answer from a fellow employee. But instead, I saw the glaring light of the computer monitor across the room turn off, and there was once again nothing but darkness on that side of the room. I started getting nervous. I
Now
turned
you
off the
start
lamp
getting
and
nervous?
computer screen so that I wouldn't give away my position to whoever that was. I crouched down and tiptoed out across to a nearby cubicle. There was just utter silence. I sat waiting for something to happen for God knows how long, but I eventually decided the coast was clear. I tiptoed down past all the cubicles until I reached the opening near the exit door to the stairs and elevators, and that's when I realized that my fearful suspicion was true. There was a man crouched down behind a plant in the corner of the room, dressed in all black. I felt my heart sink as I noticed him, but it didn't seem like he knew that I noticed him. I turned back to the stairway door. There was no way I was going to wait for the elevator and take a chance. I casually opened the door and closed it behind me, proceeding to walk down the stairs. After making it down about 2 flights of stairs, I heard the door above me push open aggressively, followed by manic, echoing footsteps coming fast down the stairs. I raced down the stairs, running as fast as I could, all while the footsteps above me were getting louder. I finally made it to the first floor, raced through the lobby, and out the front door.
You better run, girl.
Whoever was in there didn't follow me. I immediately called the cops, along with one of my bosses. My boss said no one was scheduled to work except for me. The cops scanned the place from top to bottom. There was no one in there.
Okay, now wait a minute. Hold on. I find it very hard to believe, because this looks like a big building. I find it very hard to believe that you have this multiple story building and there's only one motherfucker in there that's working. That seems very hard to believe that a building of this size, meaning that this corporation must be pretty large. So there has to be at least one other person working this shift along with him. Even if they're not working, there should be security guards here on shift, because if there's somebody in the building working a shift, there should always be security monitoring the surroundings, right? See, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
I couldn't help them out with any description other than he was wearing all black. I did continue to do the night shift for about a week after that, with my boss allowing me to lock all possible entrances to the floor, including the elevators. But I still wasn't comfortable with it, so ever since, I've been doing the day shifts.
Shit, yeah. The fuck? We'll do 2 more.
This happened 4 years ago when I was still in high school. I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Camry, perfect for delivering pizzas. I GPSed the address on my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was starting to set, so it was probably around 7 o'clock. I'd say after a good 15 minutes of driving through the foresty dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage-like house made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself in the middle of absolutely nothing.
See, already. Oh, red alert, abort mission. Small tiny house at night and in the middle of the woods. Nope. I would just have to tell my boss, hey, they didn't answer, they didn't pick up. I just bring the pizza back. Or y'all gonna have to get it to somebody else, because I ain't doing it. I'm just saying.
But forest. The lawn was completely unkept, as the grass was almost at knee height. I was used to this kind of thing, so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of footsteps hitting wood on the inside of the house. The footsteps made it to the door and stopped. I started to feel uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And that's when I noticed there was a peephole in the door. "It's the pizza guy," I called out.
I will cover it.
I heard a low, harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door, telling me to bring the pizza out back. I didn't like the idea of going back there.
Hell
Something
no.
didn't seem right. "Are you sure, sir?" I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door, so I had the feeling he was still watching me. I almost found myself walking back to my car, but I decided
That's what I would have done. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this pizza here. If I even got out of my car, more often than not, Jamal would have not gotten out of his car, looking at the surrounding. Because if anything happened to me, ain't nobody here to see it. So even if I was bold or dumb enough to get out of my car and bring the pizza this far, I'll leave it at this door and be like, look, if you need to come, you need to come around the back and you come and get it. I'm leaving. Fuck that.
I didn't want any trouble with my boss. The last time I brought a pizza back, he gave me attitude, so I reluctantly walked.
Shit. Well, look, you tell him to come and deliver this damn pizza to this house on the left, the last house on the left. Shit, I'm about to go in the back and why would I? I just drop it off at the front desk. I mean, at the porch. He can come around and get it when he so pleases. I'm not about to walk in your backyard, bruh. I don't know you like that. And you out here in the middle of the woods. What I look like?
Through the uncut grass and around the small house to the back. I remember there was a shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding it. In one of the chairs, facing away from me, I saw the head of somebody sitting in the seat. I began walking over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch. "Excuse me," I said again louder. Then from behind me, I heard, "Psst, over here." I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house, looking at me with a crazed smile.
Hell no.
"Come over here, I want to show you something." I freaked out, turned around and ran around the house in the opposite direction, back to my car, for some reason still holding the pizza.
Who is this bitch?
I got in my car, started it, and got away from there. On my way back to
Bruh, who's the bitch on the swing? Where'd she come from? And why was there somebody decrepit in his back? You know what? He should have did this ages ago. Okay, none of his red lights or none of his spidey senses was working on this night.
the pizzeria, I pulled over to the side of the road and called the police.
Pulled over?
Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time. I quit my delivery job a few days after that.
Hell yeah.
I have no idea what would have happened to me had I gone up to that man, but to this day, I still wish I just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in that patio chair.
Bitch. Oh shit. Bruh. Okay. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Last one, y'all. Last one until the next time.
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they went away for the weekend. His name was Matthew. This took place on the first night, which was a Friday night. Matthew was already supposedly asleep, while I was in the living room watching a movie. I got a knock at the door, and looked at the clock. It was close to midnight. There was no way I was opening it. Not even 10 seconds later, I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door, telling me to open up. I felt like my heart was about to stop. I took a peek through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window.
Oh shit!
I fell back in fear, and after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police. They said because of the weather, it could take a while for an officer to get here. I was told to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived.
Bruh.
They wanted to keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped. I took a second peek through the living room window.
Bruh.
Nobody was there now.
Bruh. Oh shit! God
I heard the
damn
sound
it!
of glass shattering from a few rooms over. My knees started to feel weak as I realized they had just broken the window and were about to climb into the house. I had to run and get Matthew. I couldn't just leave without him. Of course, when I got upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter coming from downstairs.
Oh.
I covered Matthew's mouth with my hand as I ran with him into his toy closet. A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet reached the outside of his bedroom door. There was more than one person. They came inside. There weren't many places to hide in this room. I was actually reflecting on my whole life, so sure I was gonna die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet, and then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Aw, shit." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down the stairs. They didn't get far, as the police later found their footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total,
Oh
and they were
God.
all arrested.
Child molesting motherfuckers. Baby. Well, that's all for this episode. This is a long video, so we'll probably just get through these over some segments whenever I decide to record them. Let me know how y'all enjoyed that. Baby, that last one was about to fuck me up. No, that dude with the pizza delivery, that was some bull. I'm sorry. That was some bull. But thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know how you enjoying the new series, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Look, and my dog keeps coming up here thinking something wrong with me. Ugh. Say hi to Rue. Okay. Wave goodbye. I'm all right. Thanks for checking up on me. I'm all right. Daddy's all right. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.